Yeah, he's available for the game. Obviously, we know from the start he's only going to play 3 out of the 5. He's obviously had 8 days to recover from the last test. But given conditions and workload and how we think we can best manage for the next 4 games, we haven't made a call on that. We're going to see what the other guys are with their workload as well. So technically, yes, he is available, but we haven't made a decision on whether he's going to play or not yet. Yeah, so with Bumrah, he is ready to play. So like I said in the very first question, it's how we manage these 4 tests. So if we feel like there's value in playing him in this test, we'll make that call at the very last minute. But I'm talking about whether how the pitch is going to play. Are we better off holding him back for Lords and maybe Manchester or the Oval? So it's all those factors. But you've seen him train yesterday. He trained a little bit today. It's not like he's not fit to play. It's just trying to fit those puzzle pieces to get the most out of him, out of what we know we do have from him. It is, but we also feel we can go 1-1 or keep the score at 1-0 without Jasper, and then again that's putting the eggs in the back end of the series where we're going to need him at some stage as well. You got to decide when you're going to play your strongest suit, and that's what I was talking about the weather and all that. But we feel that whatever we put out there, we can compete in this Test match, and we came pretty close without Jasper in the second innings, as in he didn't get any wickets. But you can't win the Test series with just one bowler in any case, and the bowlers are very well aware of that. They need to chip in with wickets. So, sorry, I can't give you a more firm answer. But yeah, we'll work out in the next 40 or 24 hours how we're going to manage Jasper. It's very important, and I think for everyone, you don't mind being totally outplayed in a Test match and you lose. We felt like we exhausted everything. We felt like we were really good in the majority of those sessions. But unfortunately, the 2 sessions that we lost really, really badly. So, we feel like we played 4 days of good cricket and we've lost that game in the end. So we're not going to get too down on it, but it's absolutely imperative that we stay focused on the whole goal of the 5 games and there's 4 to go, and we just need to be at our best and give ourselves the best chance to win a Test match here this week. Look, I think we always want depth in the catching department. In England, you're always going to have 4 catches at some stage in the game. Yashashvi's been a very good catcher for us. We want to manage his confidence. And there's also an argument for the short leg, being a very important position, particularly if we are going to play 2 spinners. And we want to prep more guys in that position. So I think the more versatile we are as a fielding unit, the more guys who can do more jobs. And maybe just to give Yashashvi a break from catching in the gully for a little while. His hands are quite sore. We want to get his confidence back up. And your question about Kuldeep, we'd love to get him into the team. Playing 2 all-rounders in the last game, we were desperate. It would have been nice to have a spin in the last game. Also, we're trying to make the best assessment of what we see in front of us. So we know we're going to need 3 seamers in this game, and it's just how you manage that 6, 7, 8 role. The guys are going to play that role, and whether we can fit Kuldeep in now or again save him for later in the series, where if the weather stays like this, it should turn somewhere along the line. Yeah, it's a great question. There's a very strong chance of playing 2 spinners. It's just which 2 we play, and that goes back to the previous question about juggling the batting depth. All 3 spinners are bowling very nicely. Washi's batting very nicely. So it's just which combination do we go with, the all-rounder spinner or the out-and-out spinner? And obviously you have to play the bowling all-rounder again. So there's so many different variables. The wicket's got 11 mils on at the moment, 11 or 12. I can't remember which of the 2, but it's quite grassy and patchy. It's quite dry underneath. But there's also rain forecast for Wednesday. So again, trying to weigh up the 2 options of how we want to go attacking wise. But I'm pretty sure 2 spinners will play in this test. He's very close to getting a game. Obviously, he was fantastic in Australia. Coming into the team and playing the way he did. We just felt on balance for the last game we wanted to go with the bowling all-rounder, which we thought Shodl was slightly ahead on the bowling front. And we're looking at ways of rejigging the puzzle, so we can get a batting all-round in, and obviously Nitish is our premium batting all-round at the moment. So I would say he's a very good chance to play this test. We have, and when you're 430 for 3, it's absolutely fine, but when you're 200 for 5, it's a very different ball game. So in terms of managing the strategy there, we're looking at each bowler individually, feeling what we feel they can get wickets wise, and then it's just trying to balance up and trying to calculate as best you can what the best chance of getting into the Test match. But like you say, you need 20 wickets. So the attacking party is obviously finding someone who can get wickets as well, and we're grappling with that. We don't stop talking about that. We're trying to figure it out. There is. I think I've said yes to every single player. There is. Again, going back to the spin combination, if we are going to go 2 spinners, Arshdeep obviously provides a little bit more control, and you've got a left armer running in over the wickets. If we do want to put our eggs in that basket. I don't know if you saw the seamers, they all had a good trot out today. We feel that they're all there and thereabout, and they're all eligible for selection. So again, looking over the 5 series, how we're going to manage the 5 seamers that we do have, the out-and-out seamers. But Arshdeep is definitely in the selection mix for this test.